There is a scripture that is very, very challenging, and I have struggled with it myself several times throughout my life. Jesus is known as the Prince of Peace, and he was often saying, I bring you peace, or I give you peace, or guiding us in the way of peace. I think there's good reason why he's called the Prince of Peace. I think a lot of what he taught could help the world in general be a more peaceful place. But there's a verse in Matthew 10, several verses, 34 through 39 to be exact, where he talks about that he didn't come to bring peace but a sword. And it seems contradictory to so many of the other things he said. And that's part of the reason it's problematic for a lot of people, and has been problematic for me too. If he didn't come to bring peace but a sword, and then he goes on to say that whoever loves their mother or father more than Jesus is not worthy of Jesus. And anybody who loves their son or daughter more than him is not worthy of him. And whoever doesn't pick up their cross and follow him is not worthy of him. Those who find their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for Jesus' sake will find it. These verses have always been a mystery to me, but I think I understand them now. I think some people try to gain their peace by the things of this world, and even the relationships in this world. And I wish that we could have that much faith in worldly relationships, like with our parents or our kids. But the truth is, human beings are broken people, and they make mistakes. And sometimes they do things to hurt people, whether intentionally or unintentionally. If you want lasting peace, I don't know that it can come from anything of this world. It needs to come from the source, which is Jesus. And I understand this better now because when I moved to Austin, I basically risked every relationship I had. Because there would be a lot of people who wouldn't believe in what I was doing. People who didn't believe in leaving a marriage, no matter what was going on. Some people believe that you take that vow and you can never change that vow. But the truth is, people change. People grow and evolve. And when people change, relationships change. And I don't know that we can really hang our hat on anything in this life and say this is permanent, because this life is not meant to be permanent. A relationship with God is what's permanent. So when I risked all of those relationships, I had no idea if any of my friends would remain my friends. If any of my family members would still call me family. I had a feeling my parents would be hugely disappointed. My ex-husband is a very nice man. He's a beautiful person. I have no ill feelings towards him. But I hurt him. And I know that a lot of people think that there's no excuse for that, and I understand that. But I was literally trying to save my own life. My health was failing very rapidly, and I needed to make a change. I don't think that lasting peace comes from the things of this world, not even the relationships of this world. Even though God felt absent to me for over a decade, I knew that God was still there, and God was still working on my side. When I'm in a situation where I've been praying for the same thing for a really long time and nothing's happening, or I feel stuck, the question I ask myself is, what lesson do I need to learn? Because that's what this life is about. We're learning lessons. We're spiritual beings having a human experience so that our souls can grow and become stronger, more loving, more caring. I also believe very strongly that whatever is in the highest good of one person cannot be in conflict with the highest good of the people around them. It's a universal spiritual law, and it's the way the world works. So I knew that if I was doing what was best for me, that in the long run, it would be best for the other people in my life. So what happened is I did lose a lot of relationships. My tribe became very small. But I like to say, even though my tribe is small, they are mighty. And I know that the ones who are with me are with me 100% and support me as a person and the work that I do in the world and the messages that I want to bring to the world. Jesus did not come to bring peace, but a sword. I think overall, he did come to bring peace. But sometimes we have to divide ourselves from the things that are not healthy for us in order to obtain that peace. So I hope you find some peace in your life today. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.